for once.
Well, that's that sorted. Wonder where they keep their healers.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Marcus! Vision! Brains! Didn't see him coming. Woman! Beautiful! Couldn't look away. Went west. Others followed. Couldn't help themselves. Elf ran north, up the beach.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Pleasant change from rivers of blood.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Ellie, fisherwoman, Ultra. No, upriver, too far. Chased elf, brains chased me.
Should do. A trap. Time to dance. Old, undisturbed crypt. Nice. A trap. Time to dance. These guys are armed to the teeth. Jurgle, scribe of the dead. Must be one ancient chapel.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Something. Oh, hells. Something just woke up. Soldier. occupied one sarcophagus.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
A soul coin. Wonder if they work, even up here. That seems measured. I'm measured, aren't I? That's it. We'll keep it on hand for good use and nothing else. Nothing else. Where's the bloody lock? How does it open? poor fucker. That might be worth it. What did that do?
You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone! Whoever was flying that thing can't have survived. Whatever's left is up for grabs.
Look out! Someone's coming from the crypt!
What the... Who are you? That crypt's ours. Think you can clear it out from under our noses? Come on, you lot! Let's get out of here!
What's that?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone? That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region, were you not? The insertee we speak of, this parasite? Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as seromorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle? And it looks like we're both starved for answers. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor. Which way to the nearest library? The air is ripe with magic.
could go for a good meal. There, a mind flare. And it's hurt.
Approach with extreme caution. An injured mind flayer is still a dangerous one.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the crash. I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Converse with it. I barely know what it is.
But Demaze, if it's intelligent, we can't just...
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Observe and listen.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me. You would sacrifice yourself to Geich. Such tiring mediocrity. You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A Kresh must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
All blood I'll spill with this sword will feed Queen Flacket's legacy.
Shadows don't suit me. Shh. Victory.
Thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment to explain yourself. Your honesty speaks for itself. It seems you're free to go.
Well, well.
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pockets. You sense now would be a good time to clarify if that someone is you. You'll walk free for now, but your stories won't land so well if you're caught again.
I'm not here for chit-chat. Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
I just need information. I saw you scuttling about on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms? turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Another joins our merry band. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then.
How delicious.
Soldier.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion. You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body you can provide. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gates!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Knees high. Watch this!
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate! Children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblin vermin could be on their way.
We can handle.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
You remember it. Elturel and all its citizens were dragged into Avernus, and back out again.
We got out alive, that's what matters. And you did too, by the looks of things. We'll live to tell another tale, if we can just convince these druids not to turn us out on our backsides. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though... I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her, for more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Every Githyanki has held a sword by age 6, and claims their first kill by age 10. Yet these tieflings claim barely a single warrior among them. It's a wonder they've survived even this long. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? I lower my prices for fellow druids, but you'll need to be quick. The ritual will be complete before too long. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. I don't want this to happen either, but Korga makes the decisions. I can do nothing but pray to Sylvanas in the hopes that he'll protect them. You don't know Korga. She won't listen. I'm truly sorry. Need anything else? Just some bits and bobs I no longer need? Sylvanas, go.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to...
The man's eyes fall on you and recognition sets in. He knows you, and you know him, the so-called hero known as the Blade of Frontiers, hunter of monsters and devils.
Karlach, Zariel's lapdog, Advocatus Diaboli.
His thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus after a diabolical figure blazing in flame. Racing after you.
I am the Blade. I will chase my prey until death takes me. I know what you are. I know who you serve. And I know the coast is in danger as long as you walk it. You think I don't know the truth? How your flesh blazes with Avernus's heat? How your axe splits your victims straight down the middle? For the sake of these children, I'll stay my blade. Go and enjoy your breaths while you can still take them. Trust me, I won't be far behind.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You accuse
Children!
over us.
Look who's... The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
The Blade of Front...
I will find you, Karlach. And you will meet my blade.
Good work, kids. You're all heroes. And everyone.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
The last thing. How do you open it? Does it even open?
That ox has a terrible aura. I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed. Again. Swing and swing. Parry. And again. Swing and swing.
It's getting to me.
These glyphs aren't any language I recognize.
You're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo. Nothing here for you.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks?
The keepers of this place, they change their form to fit their need. They become birds to hunt on the wing, bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things, thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end. I have no more to say.
Blasted thing. How do you open it?
Be gone. I am hungry.
You're alive. I woke up by the wreckage, surrounded by corpses. I was starting to think I was the only survivor. Of course. I'd be stuck in a pod, or worse, if it wasn't for you. Glad to see you're all right. Now, maybe we can help one another. We might be clear of those monsters' ship, but we still have their spawn inside our heads. We need to get rid of them while we still can. No, but I haven't looked either. Staying alive kept me busy. This grove is the home of the druid Halcyon. Apparently, he's a reputed healer. He could probably help us. If only he hadn't gone missing. A toy. It's not important. I might have considered it, but your choice of company so far leaves a great deal to be desired. Get rid of the Gith, then we can talk about helping each other.
I offer you cleansing. You'd cast it aside for this Shkaketh.
Must there? You wouldn't expect a wolf and a deer to find a way to work together. For your sake, you ought to nip this in the bud before she turns on you. This is a terrible idea. You know that, yes? All right, I'll come with you. I suspect you'll need someone watching your back. After everything you've been through, my name gives you pause. Please. Very little. Supposedly, those monsters breed by planting their tadpoles in people's heads. Over time, the infected victim turns into a mind flayer. I have no idea how long it takes, but I'd rather have a cure sooner than later. Before we go, I wanted to thank you for freeing me aboard the Nautiloid. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Right then, lead on.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. We have that in common then. But you aren't welcome here. This is our hideout. But hey, maybe you didn't know. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to leave. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not used to lying low.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails. Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. Thank you. That means so much. That's what I got. You bought something. Most everybody says it looks like junk and moves on. Oh, you have. You definitely have. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You spot the boy giving a sly wink as he turns away.
Show me again? Not now. We're working. Remember?
Come on.
Just once.
Yeah, just once. Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that. What? I'm the guard. So don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Again. Swing and swing.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Sympathy will not lead us to purity. Kichoki. Fine.
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me. Yes, your mediocre interrogation technique notwithstanding.
How long do you think we've got? God, deliver me.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave. Damn it! Was inventory today? I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack. Do what you gotta do. Sorry if I don't show you around. No need. Should be able to stand soon enough. Once this bloody potion wears off. What? No, the potion worked. I'm strong as a bugbear and fearless. The old lady warned me that this might happen. That it was a side effect. No, she's been nothing but kind to me. Why would she... Sorry, I need a moment. I'm not feeling the best. But I'm sure it'll pass.
Shadow Heart. Shadow Heart. I'm sure her parents meant well, but the name's a little ominous, isn't it? Unless she chose it herself. Which is even more worrying, honestly. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Mark my word, the half-elf's an abyss of lies and secrets. Shadowheart indeed. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Something the matter? There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? We go our separate ways, of course. What else? The ties that bind would be well and truly severed. If you must know, Baldur's Gate. And before you ask, no. I'm not telling you what I'm doing there, or who I'm meeting, or anything else. You pry too much. Any further and you'll regret it. Understand? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith creche will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind. You're not the kind of company I'd keep willingly, but all things considered, you'll do. And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some point. So that's to say you'd like to pry a little. You do seem like the type, I must say. My, look at you. Straight as an arrow and right to the point every time. This isn't the tadpole I'm speaking to, is it? The personality seems a little lacking. That's all you're entitled to, for now. Our parasite problem doesn't make you my confidant. Fine. What's on your mind?
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling, there is little else to explain. A matter of coin. Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
Karlach, the stink of Avernus. Then I live up to my repute, and you...
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the hells you've escaped. You are the blade of frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a familiar figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Infernal soldier, Zariel's lickspittle. I will not let you burn the Sword Coast to ash. I've heard enough.
He sees through your eyes. You slice through one devil after another, Zariel's servants, as your eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with your desperation and sees the naked truth. You are a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldur's helm, No! I will not be tricked!
He catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived. I can only hope you won't have to find out. Truce?
stormy introduction aside, might I suggest a partnership instead? The Blade of Frontiers would make a formidable ally.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. You seem like a good crew.
Yes, you have my blade.
Not to mention 1,000 sorries.
I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. With pleasure. Lead on.
Defender of the people.
Come on, let's go.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved. The cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. You're not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to your throat, Karlach. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me. Well met. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
What are you?
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated. Your right eye vibrates, and a woman's voice echoes in your head. I've a sweet tooth, and devils on the menu. Beyond the voice, you find only shadow. A piece of Will's mind locked away from intruders.
Keep out of my mind. I told you, the eye's a rock, nothing more. And that's the end of it. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. An excellent choice, if I...
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least. Sensible.
Go ahead. I'm...
eager for battle.
What a day.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Yes?
Don't be shy.
Someone there?
Quite ready for you.
Don't touch me.
Defender of the people.
Don't burn yourself.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Trust no one.
No time to dally.
The pride of the gate.
Seek and you shall find me.
I'd love to, thanks.
Of all the bloody things to happen.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story? Sounds familiar. When our city fell into Avernus, Zariel's commanders put me to work in their forges. Vicious bastards, the lot of them. But it helped that they thought I had some utility. They must have thought the same of you. That's infernal machinery I smell, isn't it? And running awfully hot. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. The closer you get, the stronger it smells. Mind if I listen closer? Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Avernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going. I might be able to help, but I'd need infernal iron, and a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. I'd worry about surviving the night first, but help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine, and allow you to touch whomever you please. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look. Looking forward to it. It's been a while since I was able to work with anything from the Hells. I won't say I miss it, but... well, maybe I do. Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart. I miss my forge.
Infernal metal! This can help dam and patch up my engine.
Hello again. The weight of it. And the blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. Think. There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat. I can tune it up, but whether I can stop it from burning out is up to the gods. That thing wasn't meant to last in the material plane. Then again, I do love a challenge. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation. Or if the spark plug had a dampener. I'll give it some thought. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way, Looking for steel? I have, well, something close. Hold on to it for now. I haven't quite worked out a schematic for a new design. Might take me a bit of crunching to figure out something suitable. If it can even be done. But it's my top priority, believe me. Anything to take my mind off, well, everything. Of sorts. Used to be a bread-and-butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days, my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.